And we're back here at the Twin City Film Fest 2021, day 9th. And I'm your host, Gabby Del Moral. And next to me, I have Joe Nyquist with TAPEBALL. How you doing, Joe?
I'm well. How are you, Gabby?
I am doing fantastic. Very excited that you're sharing the red carpet with me, and we're going to talk about your film. So tell us a little bit about your film.
TAPEBALL is the story of an Isanti County family who transforms their backyard into this magnificent ballpark. And they play this game called TAPEBALL, which is a spin on baseball used with wiffle ball, and they put duct tape on it. But the remarkable thing isn't that they do this and how much they invest into the ballpark and all that, although that's really cool to see and kind of what kind of makes it fun to look at. It's a story about how they play and what's important to them when they play. And it's about joy and family and just caring for one another at such a deep level that no matter who you are and what athletic ability you come to the game to play, you're going to find a place and you're going to fit in even if you're the worst player that's ever played.
So this is something that just the family does, or they bring people from outside the family?
Well, I am outside their family, and they brought me in, so it's a testament. They really try to be inclusive and to welcome everybody and anybody that wants to come and play. So it's not like it's even this organized league or anything. It's just this sort of family reunion that just kind of balloons out to, oh, hey, I want to bring my friend who wants to bring their friend, who wants to bring their friend. And so it's a really cool event.
How long has this tradition been going?
It sort of started just with one of this family member and just a neighbor boy when they were just young teenagers playing the game at a very small level, and that was about 30 years ago. And every year it gets a little bit bigger and a little bit better and a little bit more people involved. So we can trace it back about 30 years. I've been a part of it for about 15 years. And got to play for a long time, and it was about 4 years ago that I decided people need to know about this. This is just too cool to not try to tell the story somehow. So that's how the documentary started to come to be.
Love it, love it. And it's, like you said, not only the game itself is what it does to the family or to the people, right? They're doing the game.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about the culture of it, and just that idea that everyone deserves a chance to be the hero of the game, whether that is the most athletic person to the least athletic person, the person who is on the mic at the press box or running the sound, or even just the people making snacks and having food ready for everyone. It's just such a fun thing.
So it's really like if it was a real big game, like it's organized.
Yeah.
It's not just playing in your backyard.
Right. It's that perfect mix of the two, and that's kind of what makes it so cool. Is they've found a way to make it like this incredibly professional looking and experience for everybody, but also to just have it be, we're just hanging out. This is just what we do. So they're just the greatest group of people. They've been a part of my life for decades now, and I'm just so grateful to have them in my life because they're just amazing people.
How did you get to meet them?
I met them through my best friend Reggie. My best friend Reggie is a part of that family. We met when I was about 5 years old. I was across the street from him. My apartment building was across the street from his house, and our moms were conspiring, and this we got to get our boys together because we're about the same age.
Moms always do that.
Yeah,
Mom.
All right. So I had a little t-ball set. And my mom said, why don't you bring your t-ball set? I bet he likes baseball too. And so I toddled across the street and met Reggie, and we've just been friends ever since. I was back in like 1987 or something like that. And so baseball has always been a part of our life. So when his family starts doing this thing in Isanti County, he thinks, I bet Joe would really like this, and so that's how I get connected to TAPEBALL and brought into the whole system there.
So this is something obviously you do in the summer. So is it like every week or there's like a weekend that everybody does this, or how often it happens?
It happens several times throughout the summer. There's some games that it's just really low key, just a handful of people show up. But then there's the 4th of July Classic, and the 4th of July.
That's the big weekend.
That's the big one. That's where we try to find somebody who's got a pilot's license to fly over the field, to do a flyover during the national anthem. that's when we're trying to get some fireworks happening and that sort of thing. And that's the event. That's like a non-negotiable on my calendar. It's like Christmas and the 4th of July Classic, and these are the biggest deals in my year.
Oh my God. You married?
I am married. Yeah.
So your wife is like, that's it. We have to do it.
She's been very gracious to get on board. And she, I think, is falling in love with the whole family too. So
I'm sure. It sounds like a blast.
it's by far the most fun of my year. Yeah.
Oh, so what a fun documentary. I mean, you're in the film industry, I take it, or?
Yeah, this is my first film.
It's your first one. Okay, I want to hear about it.
So I didn't quite know how being a filmmaker would go, and so I sort of had this idea of what I wanted it to be like, and it was originally just going to be like, I'm just going to bring my camera and we're just going to document it somehow, some way, and then over the course of kind of putting it together, it's like, well, maybe I'll just add this, and maybe I'll just add and before I know it, I had this movie that's starting to become an hour long, and I feel like this is actually pretty good. I have some multimedia skills professionally. I've worked for an ad agency and broadcast, and I currently work for a school district doing multimedia. So I know how to do that kind of thing, but do I have what it takes to just on my own just make a film? And I'm here. So
I think you're more than that. At least that's what that film proves to be.
Sure. And I'm just so grateful for Twin Cities Film Festival selecting and bringing us out here and giving the film an audience. It's just a major highlight for me.
Love it. And I think for many of us, being able to watch your film. So what's next for TAPEBALL?
I'm talking to some streaming platforms and trying to get it some sort of distribution and if nothing else, I'll just print some Blu-rays myself and make them available on tapeballmovie.com. And so yeah, I just want people to see it, just because I believe that when people watch this film, they'll experience joy in a way that inspires them to do something like this with their family. It doesn't have to be baseball or even sports related at all. I had somebody who watched the film say, I used to play horseshoes with my friend, and it inspired me to call them and do that again. And it was just unbelievable. It's like, that's the whole point. Like, get people together and experience the joy of just doing something fun.
I love it. I love what's behind it, and I love how you're actually making people, motivating people to do those things, more fun with family. Now that you've proven what you're capable of doing in a film, that kind of started like, maybe I can do another film in the future?
Oh, I've got the bug for sure. Yeah.
Yes.
This is not the last time I want to stand here and do this. This is something I want to be part of my life now.
Love it. Love it. Well, thank you so much for sharing the red carpet with me. Thank you for your time, and thank you for that amazing film that it's so motivational and so fun.
Thank you, Gabby.
Thank you so much. And to you, stay tuned. We have more films for the night, and you also can stream some of them. Take care. Thank you so much,
that was
Joe.
great.
That's
Thanks.
awesome.